You know, there is something that I really want to say. It's about my lawsuit of 2010, when the world media wrote that I didn't get anything from the court and that they kicked out my case. They were so wrong to report that, because the judge granted me a case number for forever, the case being open. So the judge knew there was child traffic involved. And the way that the American embassy gave me the information about my parents, I know I really exist. I'm the part of their life. So the media putting me down in 2010, saying that my case was kicked out, I wasn't getting anything, no DNA testing. The judge told me he would love to give me DNA testing, but because California doesn't allow DNA testing with deceased, so the entertainment industry, the media, they didn't give a fuck about the truth, just wanted the sensation and putting me down like a crazy woman. And I was prepared to go through this embarrassment to clear my legal rights, because I knew this is something I had to do. When my father was murdered, it was very soon that people were calling me, telling me what to do, and I felt like the mob was really on me. And I think, okay, if I go now, what did they plan? I mean, they murdered my father, and it was manslaughter, but it was pure murder. Everybody know they murdered Michael Jackson. It wasn't just murder. It wasn't manslaughter, but it was really murder. So when things happened the way that it happened, I knew I had to be very careful with myself. And still today, I don't regret anything, any decision that I make for that moment in my life. My son will be 10 years old in 2009 when my father was murdered. And I wanted to protect him with everything that I have and everything that I can. I really have to take my tickets out because I have to go with the train. Let me take my ticket out. So, the legal game that would be in play with me, lawyers were really trying to let me run to court before Michael Jackson was buried, and I knew that. So the whole case was really stinky to me. So this is why I choose to do things my way. But now I have so many followers. I just want to tell you, media have lied to you so much, just like they lie about my father's life. So I could always understand why my father didn't want to share me with the world after the child molester case that he went through. And I'm proud with every decision that I made. And so the judge was so proud of me standing in front of him in probate court, granting me this number that's so important, that scares the hell out of the estate of Michael Jackson, because they know every time I want, every time I come, I can finish in the lawsuit. So press, media, writing, I was kicked out. I wasn't going to be granted DNA testing. They forget to write the probate doesn't allow it. The judge had totally faith in my legal rights in the thing that I did. And one thing that the media also didn't tell the world is that because I claimed in my inheritance of the estate of Michael Jackson, legally they can never kick me out. Even my name is not in this fake will that the Jacksons know it's fake. One of the questions that the judge asked me, because he asked me, your grandfather, Joe, do you believe in his case? And I said, yes, I believe in his case. But my grandfather, Joe, didn't finish the case because the Jacksons were pushing him not to tell the truth. Because what's so great was about my grandfather, that he didn't give a fuck about the world or anything. So I know that my grandfather, Joe, would have loved to reveal my existence, but the rest of the Jacksons just told him not to. He was going to have a problem. If anyone who have followed my grandfather, Joe Jackson, you will find out that after my father was passed away, murdered, Joe quite kept distant from the whole family, because my grandfather, even he was a bad father and bad grandfather, he was a very emotional guy. You may not believe it, but he was very emotional, losing his children and everything.